afternoon. We start this hour with this story. The South African Police Service's top brass and the Police Ministry, led by Minister Bheki Cele, are visiting West Village in the West Rand. They are conducting a site visit to the area where 8 women were gang raped on the 27th of July. The group is interacting with the community to assess safety and security concerns raised. eNCA's Manqoba Mchunu is in the area and following the minister. And Manqoba, a bit of an update there from the police minister about what has since transpired from the last time when they were in the area holding imbizo with the local community.
Indeed, Tulas, the police minister telling us that there have since been interventions in this particular community, and some of those interventions include, the police visibility here in this area, which has been increased significantly. And this is why the minister is here today, just to assess as far as that police visibility, as far as the operations are concerned in this community, which have also been heightened. They, are saying that they are police that are here almost on a daily basis in this community to ensure that community members are feeling safe. Of course, this is one of the areas, Tulas, that was, badly affected by crime in this particular part of Gauteng. Residents here saying that they're being terrorized by illegal miners, and they actually, in that imbizo, called even for the army to be deployed, saying that the criminals are really, not allowing this community to live their normal lives. They're being, in fact, held at ransom by these criminals in this community. And the minister is just doing a walkabout now, just to try and assess and see some of the complaints. Of course, community members are showing him to other areas of concern where they say there are still issues in those particular areas. But I want to bring in Nicolene Trom, who's one of the activists here in this community, just to get a sense from her. Nicolene, we spoke to you on numerous occasions here on eNCA about issues of crime in this community. Are you seeing any improvement?
There has been a bit of improvement. However, we had made a mention that we are dealing with a very organized syndicate. And we're talking about a multi-billion industry. It's not easy for them to just pack and leave. They still come out and intimidate the residents. Especially in the evenings, you will still hear gunshots. However, we are a little bit at ease because we can walk around the streets without fearing. People had started reclaiming their lives. But the concern is that if there is no sustainability, if there is no consistency, then they will definitely come back. There's a lot of reports that have been disseminated, especially this week, people saying that they've seen them coming in numbers, they've seen them getting off a taxi, a lot of them, and it's just there's also rumors as to there's names that are on their list that they want, that they are saying it's those people that are causing them, causing them to be working and do their jobs. So hence we do request that let there be consistency and let those people that are on the list, let us not hear that they are killed.
Okay, and in terms of police visibility, are you seeing a lot more police in this community? Are you feeling that the police are finally doing their role in terms of beefing up security, in terms of fighting crime in this community?
There is police visibility. However, if you remember, during the imbizo, the minister said that there will be red berets. Because what's needed in West Village, it's not just the police. The police don't have the capacity to capture these people. But these people, they do come out. So we need a constant team that will be around and amongst the residents, so that even when they're thinking of coming back, they are still, they don't have that power. Because now, yes, we do see the police, they do patrol, especially in my area, the Zero, where we had actually said it is a first-hand experience of a war zone country. You do see police coming around about 4 or 5 times a day, but that is still not enough. Up until they realize what we are up against, the reason for this uproar, it wasn't only about the women that were raped. It was because West Village and, if possible, the country is in the hands of these criminals. It's in the hands of, they had taken over the economical factor in South Africa. Hence, I'm saying we're talking about a multi-billion industry whereby they're not just going to pack up and leave. And it is not the Zamazamas that are still the problem. It is their bosses that are sustaining these people and that are making sure that irrespective of the efforts that had been taken, they are still not going to go anywhere, because to them it is financial suicide.
So are you seeing any amaperate? Have you seen any amaperate here in this community, or any of the special task teams that were promised to community members? What are police saying to you about that?
We had not seen amaperate. I think the law in our country is failing us. There's certain procedure that needs to be followed. They don't just send amaparades, but then we had seen a lot of police. We had not spoken to the police, but I do believe that there's other things that are taken into consideration. I don't know. But we are hoping that with the visit of the minister today, that he will see the need. Because I think what they are expecting is to catch them on the act. That's not going to happen. Because they are there. They are there, but they know what time they're coming out and when they are coming out. And I can assure you, there has been talks that they are planning their revenge.
Oh, okay. And are you concerned about this at all as residents, about the fact that you hear there might be a retaliation?
We are concerned. However, we also don't want to live our lives in fears. We don't want to be intimidated, because I do believe that fear is the absence of knowledge, and we know that these people are not bigger than life. But we do fear that if and when they decide to take revenge, how are we going to deal with the matter? How are we going to make sure that everyone is safe?
So would you want to see police being placed here on an indefinite basis? Would you want that for this community in order to feel safer?
It is plain and simple. We listed the things that the community wants in order for them to stay safe. None of the things that were promised at the Imbizo had come to pass. At the Zero, the community decided that, okay, now that there's police visibility, let us clean our area. It is the community that cleaned the area. The municipality didn't even, they publicly declared and said the things they are going to do, but they didn't. We asked for the soldiers. There's no soldiers. Yes, there's police visibility, but what is needed, it is the presence of the soldiers in West Village, in the areas that this Zamazamas had affected.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Nicolene, for speaking to us. Well, you heard it to us just from the residents here saying that there were quite a number of promises that were made as far as police deployments in the area were made, but she says that none of those have, at this particular point come to fruition. There are fears here in the community that there might also be reprisals, there might be, attacks in this community from those illegal miners. But at this particular point, we are, of course, the minister is saying that this is a work in progress. They are still having lots of operations in these communities, and they are hoping that their interventions will help as far as the issue of illegal miners are concerned in this particular community.
All right, we've got to thank you for that update. That's eNCA's Manqoba Mchunu out in West Village in Krugersdorp there, tracking the visit by the police minister as well as the police top brass to just follow through on some of the issues of safety and security that they did pledge would be addressed when they spoke to communities a few weeks ago.